Hi, I'm Roco.
I'm Roxy. Welcome to English Raccoon.
Welcome to English Raccoon, where we make learning English fun and easy for you.
And I'm Roxy, the cute, quirky, and perpetually hungry raccoon. If there's a trash can with a gourmet crust, I'm there.
And I'm Roco, the smooth-talking raccoon who prefers a seat at a table rather than a seat inside a dumpster. Today, Roxy, we are kicking off our special episode on dining out. That's a fancy way of saying eating at a restaurant.
Oh, I love eating out, but usually eating out for me means eating outside near the park bench. Is this different?
Just a little. We're going to help our listeners navigate everything from picking the right spot to getting the perfect seat. We'll cover the different types of restaurants, the people who work there, and how to handle your arrival.
Sounds delicious. Lead the way, Roco. Where do we start?
First, we need to choose our destination. Not all restaurants are the same. If you want to wear your fanciest fur and formal attire, you go to a fine dining restaurant.
Finding dining, is that like a scavenger hunt for snacks? Do I have to find my own food?
No, Roxy, it's fine dining, F-I-N-E. It means a fancy, high-quality restaurant where people usually dress up. On the other end, we have fast food, which is quick and cheap.
I know fast food. That's when I have to run away fast before the shopkeeper sees me with a French fry.
Exactly. Wait, no, that's just stealing. Anyway, if you want something in the middle, try casual dining. It has a more relaxed atmosphere and simpler food. Then there's the diner, which usually has an inexpensive and simple menu. And of course, the cafe, perfect for coffee, pastries, and light meals.
I like the sound of a diner. It sounds like dinner but with less pressure. But Roco, once we pick the place, who are all these humans walking around in uniforms?
Those are the staff. The first person you'll likely meet is the host or hostess. They stand at the host stand right by the door to greet you and find you a table.
Oh, so they host a party for us. Is there music and a disco ball?
Not quite, they just manage the seating. Once you're at the table, you'll meet your waiter or waitress, often just called a server. They take your order and bring the food. If they are really good and care about your needs, we call them attentive staff.
Attentive? Does that mean they have 10 eyes and can see when my water glass is empty?
Close. It means they are very careful and pay close attention to the customers. Now, behind the scenes, we have the real magic makers, the chef. There's the head chef, who's the boss, and the sous chef.
Sous chef, do they cook sneakers? Are they grilled or fried? I prefer my laces extra crispy.
Roxy, it's sous chef, S-O-U-S, it's French for under. They are the assistant to the head chef. And don't forget the food runner who helps bring the heavy plates to the table, and the bus boy or bus girl.
Wait, why is there a boy driving a bus inside a restaurant? That seems very dangerous for the tables.
No buses involved, Roxy. To bus a table means to clear away the extra plates and silverware. The bus boy makes sure the table is clean for the next person. And if you're sitting at the bar, you'll talk to the bartender, who might have a barback as an assistant.
Okay, so no bus driving, got it. But Roco, what if the restaurant is really popular? Do I just walk in and hope for the best?
You can try to walk in, but if it's busy, you might have to wait in line. To be safe, it's better to book a table or make a reservation.
A reservation? Is that like keeping a secret?
Sort of. It means you call ahead to save a spot. When you arrive, you tell the host, I have a reservation under the name of Roco.
And then they ask me, how many in your party? And I say, it's a party of 2, me and my rumbling stomach.
Exactly. In restaurant English, a party just means the group of people you are eating with. It doesn't mean there will be balloons, though I wish it did.
Me too, so the host is leading us to the dining area. Where do we sit? I see some fancy benches and some regular chairs.
Those fancy benches are called a booth. They have a high back and feel very cozy. Some people prefer a table by the window for the view, or if you're in a hurry, you might ask, is the bar seating available?
Can we sit on the patio? I love the fresh air. It reminds me of, well, my usual dining spots.
If the weather is warm, the patio is great. And a good host will always check for special needs like space for a stroller if you have a baby or wheelchair access if someone in your party needs it.
Humans are so thoughtful, so we have the restaurant, we have the table, and we have the staff. What's next, Roco?
Next is the most important part, the food, but we'll save the secrets for the moment.
Oh, you're such a tease. My stomach is already doing a little dance. I'm so hungry that I'm considering if the microphone in front of me is edible. It looks like a giant blueberry, doesn't it?
Please don't eat the equipment, Roxy. Next, we need to learn the art of ordering. Usually, a server will come over and ask, "Are you ready to order?" If your brain is still frozen from looking at too many choices, what do you say?
I usually just panic and point at a picture of a burger.
That works, but it's better to say, "We're still deciding," or "Could we have a few more minutes?" It's polite and gives you time to actually read the menu.
A few more minutes, got it, but what if I am ready? I want to sound like a professional eater.
Then you use the big three phrases, "I'd like," "I'll have," or "Could I get?" For example, "I'd like the grilled salmon, please."
I'd like sounds so fancy, it's like I'm inviting the salmon to a party.
It's actually a contraction of "I would like." It's very polite. "I'll have" is also great for when you make a quick decision. And here's a tip. If I order something and you want the exact same thing, you don't have to repeat the whole dish. You just say, "Make it two."
Make it two, like a magic trick. If you order one pizza and I say make it two, does a second pizza just appear out of thin air?
Well, the kitchen makes it appear, but yes. If I say, "I'll have a soda," and you say, "Make it two," the server knows we both want sodas. You can even say, "Make it three" if you're extra thirsty.
I'm always extra thirsty. Speaking of which, let's talk about drinks. I see water on the menu, but there are so many types. What is tap water? Does it come with tap shoes? Does the water dance into my glass?
I wish. Tap water is just regular water from the faucet. In most places, it's free, but if you want the fancy stuff in bottles, they'll ask if you want still water or sparkling water.
Still water, is the water not moving? Is it frozen like a statue?
No, it just means it has no bubbles, it's still. Sparkling water, on the other hand, is full of carbonated bubbles. It tingles on your tongue.
Oh, bubbly water, I like that. It's like a party in my mouth. What about soda or fountain drinks? Is there a literal fountain in the middle of the restaurant where I can jump in?
No jumping, Roxy. Fountain drinks are sodas served from a machine at the bar. You'll also see lemonade or iced tea. And if you want a fancy, colorful drink but without the alcohol, you ask for a mocktail.
A mocktail, is the drink mocking me? Is it making fun of my tail because my tail is magnificent and striped?
No one is mocking your tail, Roxy. A mocktail is a mock or imitation cocktail. It's all the fruit and fizz without the booze. Now, for the adults, there's usually a wine list or a cocktail menu. And if you're in a pub, you might order a pint or a half pint of beer.
I'll take a pint of orange juice, and I want ice and a slice. Does that mean a slice of pizza on top of my juice?
It means a slice of lemon or lime, Roxy. Ice and a slice is a very common way to serve drinks like gin and tonic or even just soda.
Pizza and juice sounded better. Now, what if I'm a very picky raccoon? I have rules about my food.
That's where dietary requirements come in. Some people are vegetarian, meaning they don't eat meat. Others are vegan.
I know vegan, those are people from the planet Vega, right? Do they eat space dust?
Not quite. Vegans don't eat any animal products at all. No meat, no eggs, no milk, no honey. Many restaurants now have an allergen menu to help people with food allergies.
Like being allergic to peanuts or shellfish.
Exactly. You might also see gluten-free for people who can't eat wheat or dairy-free for people who can't have milk. It's always good to tell your server about your allergies before you order.
Good to know. Now let's talk about the food itself. I want my salad, but I don't want the dressing touching the lettuce yet. They need to be friends first before they move in together.
You are very strange, Roxy, but there's a phrase for that. You ask for the dressing on the side. It means it comes in a separate little cup.
On the side, like a sidekick, and what if I want to swap my fries for something healthy like more fries?
That's not how it works. If you want to change one part of the meal, you ask to substitute. For example, could I substitute a side salad for the fries?
Substitute sounds like a musical vegetable soup.
It means to replace. And if there's something you absolutely hate, you just say, "No onions, please."
Yes, no onions, they make my eyes leak. And what about the spicy stuff? I like a little kick, but I don't want my tongue to melt off.
Then you need to know your levels, mild, medium, or hot.
Mild, does that mean the food is wild, like a wild raccoon?
No, mild is the lowest level of spice. It's barely spicy at all. Medium is in the middle, and hot is, well, keep a glass of water nearby.
I'll take the mild one, I'm a sensitive soul.
Good choice. We've covered how to order, how to choose your drinks, and how to make sure the kitchen doesn't give you anything you're allergic to.
We are basically restaurant experts now. I feel like I could walk into a fine dining place and order a mocktail with ice and a slice, while asking to substitute my steak for a giant bowl of grapes.
They might give you a strange look, but you'd be using perfect English. Now we are reaching the grand finale, the tools we use to eat, the dreaded payment, and Roxy's favorite, the treasure we take home.
Oh, you mean the leftover legend, the pizza of tomorrow?
Exactly, but before we get to the snacks, we need to talk about what's on the table right now. Look down, Roxy. What do you see next to your plate?
I see shiny metal sticks. Are we going to build a small bridge? Or perhaps they're tiny antennas to talk to other raccoons?
Not quite. Those are your utensils, also commonly called silverware.
Silverware? Roco, are you telling me we are eating with actual silver? Should I hide these in my fur and run? Is this a heist?
Calm down, cat burglar. Most silverware, these are just made of stainless steel. It's a general term. You have your fork for the salad, your knife for the steak, and your spoon for that soup you liked so much.
A fork, a knife, and a spoon. The holy trinity of eating, but what about this giant white cloth? I've been using it as a bib, but it feels like it wants to be a cape. Look at me, I'm super Roxy.
While you look heroic, that is actually a napkin. You're supposed to put it on your lap to catch any crumbs, and if you're still sipping on that lemonade, you might want to use the straw so you don't ruin your whiskers.
A straw, I love these. It's like a tiny vacuum cleaner for my juice. Okay, so I've used my utensils, I've wiped my face with the napkin, and I've sucked the glass dry with my straw. Now the waiter is coming back with a little leather folder. Is he giving us his autograph?
I wish. No, he's bringing the bill. In American English, they often call it the check.
The check? Is he checking my pulse to see if I survived the dessert? Is it a medical exam?
No, Roxy, the check or the bill is the piece of paper that tells you how much money you owe the restaurant for all that delicious food.
Oh, the paper of sadness. I remember this part. This is when the humans start looking at their wallets and sighing.
It doesn't have to be sad. Sometimes one person is feeling very generous and says, "I'll foot the bill today."
Foot the bill, Roco, that sounds painful. Are you going to kick the waiter? Are you going to put your smelly raccoon feet on the table and hope they accept that as payment?
No feet involved. To foot the bill is just an idiom that means to pay for everything. It's like saying you're the foundation or the foot supporting the cost.
Oh, thank goodness. My feet are for climbing trees, not for paying for pasta. But what if we aren't feeling generous? What if I only want to pay for my fish and you pay for your whatever it is raccoons eat?
Then we can split the bill. We could do it half and half, where we just divide the total by 2 regardless of who ate more.
But I ate way more than you. That's a great deal for me. What if we want to be more precise?
Then we can ask for separate checks. That way the server gives us 2 different pieces of paper, one for you and one for me. Or we use another famous idiom and say, "Let's go Dutch."
Go Dutch, Roco. I told you I don't have a passport. I can't fly to the Netherlands right now, I'm too full. And do they even allow raccoons on Dutch airplanes?
Roxy, go Dutch has nothing to do with traveling to Europe. It's an old phrase that means each person pays for their own meal. It's very common among friends.
Okay, so no airplanes, just my own wallet. Now, how do I actually give them the money? I have some very shiny bottle caps and a particularly round pebble I found this morning.
Most restaurants won't accept pebbles, Roxy. You usually pay with cash, a credit card, or a debit card.
Cash is the green paper, right? And credit is the magic plastic.
Exactly. Credit cards let you pay later, while debit cards take the money directly from your bank account right now. And when you get the bill, you have to look out for the service charge.
A service charge? Is that a fee for the waiter having to listen to my jokes? Because if so, I should owe them $1 million.
It's actually a fee sometimes added to the bill for the work the staff did. In many countries, even if there isn't a service charge, you are expected to leave a tip.
A tip's like tiptoeing out of the restaurant without paying.
No, tipping is giving extra money to the waiter to say thank you for the great service. It's usually a percentage of the total bill, and before you leave, you should always double-check the itemized receipt.
Itemized receipt? Is that a receipt that has eyes and looks back at me? Because that's creepy, Roco.
No eyes? An itemized receipt is a list where every item is written down separately. It shows exactly how much the burger was, how much the soda was, and so on. It helps you make sure they didn't charge you for something you didn't order.
Oh, like that second dessert you secretly ordered while I was looking at a moth.
Hey, I was hungry. Now look at the table. We have 2 slices of pizza left and half a chocolate cake. We can't just leave them here to be lonely.
Never, they are coming with me, but I can't carry a greasy pizza in my paws. I'll get fur all over it.
That's why you ask the waiter for a to-go box. Depending on where you are, they might call it a takeout box or a takeaway container.
A takeaway container, it sounds like a spaceship for my snacks, to infinity and the fridge.
Exactly, and once that food is in the box and we've brought it home, we call it leftovers.
Leftovers, the most beautiful word in the English language. It's like a gift from past Roxy to future Roxy.
It really is. Well, Roxy, we've made it. From the reservation to the silverware, from the check to the to-go box, we have officially mastered the English of eating out.
I feel so smart. I could walk into the fanciest restaurant in the world, use my napkin correctly, go Dutch with a king, and walk out with a takeout box full of lobster.
Let's continue our deep dive into the world of restaurants. We have covered the basics of getting a table and paying the bill. And now we're going to look at the flavor of the experience. We're talking about cuisines, specials, and the art of small talk.
Small talk is that when we talk in a very tiny, squeaky voice.
Not quite, Roxy. Small talk is the light, polite conversation you have with your dining companions or the staff to keep the atmosphere friendly. But before we get to the talking, we have to decide where to go. Do we want to eat out or dine out?
Is there a difference? I thought they both just meant not eating in my house or dumpster.
They are very similar, but dine out is a bit more formal. You might eat out at a burger joint, but you dine out for a nice anniversary. When choosing a place, you might look for somewhere reasonably priced.
Seasonally sliced like a pumpkin in October.
No, reasonably priced? It means the cost is fair, not too cheap, but not a total rip-off either. It's a price you can accept without crying when the bill comes. And of course, you have to choose the cuisine.
Oh, I know this one. A cuisine is a very fancy pillow for my tail to sit on while I eat.
Roxy, you're thinking of a cushion. Cuisine refers to a specific style of cooking from a country or region. For example, you have local cuisine, which is the food from the area you're in right now.
So if I'm in Italy, the local cuisine is pasta.
Exactly, and you might hear people categorize food as continental or oriental. Continental food usually refers to European styles, think French, Italian, or Spanish. Oriental food refers to Southeast Asian styles.
I like both. I'm an international raccoon. But Roco, sometimes I walk into a restaurant and I'm just not hungry yet. My stomach is being shy.
Then you need to work up an appetite, Roxy. That means doing something, maybe a long walk or some light exercise, to make yourself feel hungry and ready to eat. Once your appetite is ready, you sit down and look for the specials.
The specials, is that a superhero team? Captain Cupcake and the amazing burrito.
Close. Today's special, or the chef's special, is a dish the chef prepared specifically for that day. It might not be on the regular menu tomorrow, so it's usually very fresh and unique.
Fresh is good, but what if the waiter is way over there and I'm starving? Do I throw my shiny spoon at him?
Definitely not. You need to flag down the waiter.
Flag down like I'm on a sinking ship. SOS, send snacks.
It's a phrasal verb, Roxy. To flag down someone means to get their attention, usually with a small wave of your hand or by catching their eye. You don't need a literal flag. Once you flag them down, if you're with a big group, you might order a round of drinks.
A round of drinks, why can't they be square or triangle shaped?
A round of drinks means one drink for every single person at the table. If there are 5 of us, a round is 5 drinks. And if the waiter is good, he'll say he'll bring them right away.
Right away? Does that mean he's going to turn right and walk away from me? Come back, Mr. Waiter, I'm thirsty.
No, right away means immediately, without any delay. Now, Roxy, while we wait for the food, we need to talk about the vegetables. Humans have very specific ways of saying their names.
I love vegetables.
Actually, most people love vegetable, and watch out for the onion. And then there's broccoli, cauliflower, and spinach. And we have to be careful with words that have silent letters. For example, when you order lamb, the B is silent. It's just lamb.
Why is it there if we don't use it? Is the B just shy?
English is full of mysteries. It's the same with salmon. The L is silent. And even the humble sandwich, many people don't pronounce the D. It's more like sandwich.
My brain is starting to feel like chocolate. Wait, is the O in chocolate silent too?
Yes, most people say chocolate with 2 syllables. You're learning fast. Now, once the food arrives, this is the perfect time for that small talk we mentioned. You can comment on the atmosphere or the decor.
I like the lighting in here. It's very dim, perfect for a raccoon who likes to sneak around.
See, that's great small talk. You can say, "This place feels cozy," or "The music is a bit loud, isn't it?" It keeps the conversation flowing.
This is much better than my usual small talk, which is just, "Are you going to eat that crust?"
A bit more polite, yes. We've covered a lot today, Roxy. From choosing a cuisine that is reasonably priced to flagging down the waiter for a round of drinks right away and even mastering those tricky silent letters.
I feel like the most sophisticated raccoon in the city. I'm ready to dine out and talk about the lighting while eating my silent letter lamb.
I'm proud of you. It's been a feast for my ears and my stomach. But Rocco, even in a perfect world or a perfect restaurant, things sometimes go wrong. Today we're focusing on solving problems, handling food allergies, and understanding those tricky British versus American food names. Think of it as shopping for the best possible experience by knowing exactly what to say when things aren't quite right.
Shopping for experience? I like that, but wait, look at my soup. I was expecting a hot volcano of tomato goodness, but this is more like a tomato ice cube.
That is a classic cold food situation. You don't have to suffer in silence, Roxy. You can politely flag down the waiter and say, "I'm sorry to bother you, but my soup is not very hot. Could it be warmed up, please?"
Could it be warmed up? Okay, but what if the waiter is warmed up and gets angry at me?
Not at all. Servers want you to enjoy your meal. Being polite with phrases like "I'm sorry to bother you" makes a big difference. But oh no, look at your main course. Didn't you order the grilled fish?
Yes, but the waiter just brought me a plate with a drumstick. Unless this fish had a very strange life on a farm, I think there's a mistake.
There definitely is. You should say, "Excuse me, I think there's a small mistake. I ordered the fish, not the chicken." Then we need to talk about food allergies. This is serious, Roxy. If you are allergic to peanuts or shellfish, you must tell the staff right away.
Allergic reaction? That sounds scary. If I see a peanut, should I scream and run out of the dining area?
No need for drama, just check the allergen menu before you order. And if you notice something wrong, say, "I believe there are peanuts in this dish. Could you please check with the kitchen?"
Safety first. Now, Rocco, I was looking at the menu earlier and it said aubergine. Is that a type of fancy bird or maybe a very tiny car?
That's a great example of British versus American English. In the UK, they call it an aubergine, but in the US, it's an eggplant.
An eggplant? Does it grow eggs? Can I have it scrambled with some sweets?
No eggs involved, it's a purple vegetable. And speaking of sweets, that's what the British call candy.
So if I want candy, I ask for sweets. And if I want a purple vegetable, I ask for an aubergine. My brain is getting a workout. What about the taste? Sometimes I want something that isn't sweet, but it's not exactly salty.
That's a common confusion. Salty means it tastes like salt, like potato chips. But if you want something that is simply not sweet, like a steak or a quiche, we call that savory.
Savory, like save a story.
Close. Savory, savory. It's the broad category for salty type food. And when you finish that savory meal, you might want something sweet. Do you ask for dessert or pudding?
I know this dessert.
Yes, but in the UK, they often call any sweet course at the end of a meal pudding or pud.
Pudding? I thought that was just a creamy cup of chocolates.
In America, it is, but in Britain, it's a synonym for dessert. English is like a box of chocolates. You never know what syllable you're going to get.
Okay, we've solved the cold food the wrong order and we've mastered the aubergine. Now the waiter is back with that piece of paper, the bill, or the check.
Right, this is where we confirm everything. I always ask for an itemized receipt to make sure the math is right. And Roxy, look at the bottom, it says service included.
Service included? Does that mean a tiny raccoon comes out and brushes my tail for me?
I wish it means the service charge or the tip is already added to the total. If it says service included, you don't usually need to leave an extra tip unless the service was truly attentive.
Attentive staff, like the waiter who brought me a mountain of napkins before I even asked. I like him, let's foot the bill.
Well, if we foot the bill, I'm paying for both of us. But since we're both hardworking raccoons, maybe we should go Dutch.
Go Dutch, still not flying to the Netherlands, Roco.
It just means we split the bill or ask for separate checks. It's very common when you're out with friends.
Okay, I'll pay for my savory fish and my pudding, and I'll use my cash.
And I'll use my credit card. We've done it, Roxy. We've survived the restaurant world.
We did. I'm going to go home and eat my leftovers now. Cold eggplant for breakfast.
That sounds interesting. Well, listeners, that brings us to the end of episode on English at the restaurant. We hope you feel confident enough to dine out anywhere in the world now.
We really do, but before we go into our own hibernation, we want to hear from you. What was the most helpful word you learned in this series? Was it aubergine or separate checks?
Tell us in the comments. We love seeing your progress. And if you enjoyed this journey, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to English Raccoon.
Yes, share these episodes with your family, your friends, and even your pets. Every like and comment helps our raccoon family grow.
Thank you so much for your support. Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, learning English is a journey, not a destination.
And always, always ask for to-go box. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening to English Raccoon.